3B Outdoors brought to you by our premier sponsor, Spot Hog, maker of the world's toughest archery products. We've got a great show for you. This week we're going to Southwest Virginia on 2 turkey hunts with Dustin Light. He does a lot of calling, he does a lot of running, gunning, and there's a lot of mishaps. Then he's going to jump over into Ohio, Richie Mason behind the camera, and he lays the smack down on a big Ohio bruiser right in the middle of the rut. I'm Freddie Neely, and welcome to 3B Outdoors.
You know, people that know me know that I love to hunt, but they know that I live for spring turkey hunting. There's just nothing quite like it. Big Tom's gobbling, strutting, coming into the calls. My favorite time of year to be in the woods. And my favorite person probably to hunt with has got to be Clayton. I'll film for him, he'll film for me. We just have a blast covering a lot of territory. It's always a fun hunt with him. We have some tough hunts, some terrible hunts that just go completely wrong and we get busted, but that's why it's called hunting. If it wasn't called hunting, it'd be called a kill, and we'd kill all the time. But that's what makes it fun, makes it interesting, cat and mouse game. But we're going to get into this first hunt here. Just like every turkey season, this hunt has some highs and some lows, so you'll see what we're talking about. Let's get to it. I can see it now. Kill it. Can't see his hand.
Can you kill it?
No, I can't. One step either way, I can. You want it? I was up a little bit on this log here, and I shot it and knocked me square in the floor.
Just blame it on the camera, man. You call.
Hey, Mama said there'd be days like this.
Now for another adventure in the Wild Kingdom.
Golly.
But that's what's going to happen. I'm glad it happened to you and not me.
I'd say you are. I'm about out of shells. Shot a coyote. Shot a tree. So that's one of the low points of hunting right there. You get the birds in that close, you expect to seal the deal and get the kill and be going home with the turkey in your bag. But that's, you know, stuff like that happens. As you can tell by my face, I'm not the happiest person right there. I'm kind of mad at myself that those birds got away from us. They came all the way around. He had a perfect view of them right down the camera lens. I could not see him behind a tree, just a tiny little tree there. It was getting late. The gig was almost up. We were almost busted. They were getting in 10 yards or so. He finally stuck about half of his head out from that tree, so I thought I'd take a shot in the dark and maybe get lucky. And as you can see, all I got was a bunch of tree bark. So it's getting on up in the day. We're working our way back out to the truck, and we said, you know, we'll make one more call here and see what happens. We weren't expecting to hear anything. Made one call, didn't have the camera ready or anything. 2 birds just cut us off, and when that happens, we just pretty much drop everything right there, find a tree, sit down, and sure enough, these birds show up way out. We're watching them. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. They keep on. They see our decoys. Keep on working, and looks like this one's gonna work out for us.
I'm on the one on the right. Stay on the one on the right. I'll get you good. Fine, right there. What'd you say? I said, make sure you're on it when you squeeze that trigger. Yeah.
He's getting close to range, and this one's looking like it's going to be a better ending than earlier when we shot the tree.
Just take your time. You ain't going nowhere.
Are you on it?
Yeah, I'm on it. Right now, kill him. turkey.
I think we're gonna start hunting them field birds that Fred hunts. But here it is, finished product, a long, hard day's work. Not a bad bird at all. We finally closed the deal on some birds that wanted to work as we were going out to the truck. We got our turkey breast in the bag. Gonna head on out of here.
Hey folks, stay tuned. There's more gobbling action right after the break. This portion of 3B Outdoors brought to you by Powell Clark State Farm Insurance. Get to a better state. Cornerstone Concrete Technologies. Your concrete is our canvas. Lowrance HDS Gen 2, the fastest HDS ever. Kistler Rods, field tested and used by the pros. Nelson Outfitters, outfitting in Wyoming or Montana for trophy muleys, whitetails, elk, antelope, black bear, and mountain lion. Mathews, catch us if you can.
We're asking people, why do you like Waffle House?
You know what I really like best about a Waffle House? I can stop by here anytime, day or night, that I've been fishing and get good breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
It doesn't matter what time I leave in the morning or what time I get done in the evening. I can come to a Waffle House.
You know what I really like about it? When I end up in the doghouse, I can always come to Waffle House and get something to eat.
We've hunted all year and haven't seen anything. Maybe we just need to relocate.
Hey, I just contacted Mark Slagle and his agents down at Twin Lakes Realty and Auction there in Dandridge. Man, they was honest, shot me straight, and their customer service was wonderful.
That's just a short drive to Pigeon Forge.
If you'd like to relocate to the Dandridge area, contact Twin Lakes Realty and Auction at markwslagle.com.
Or you could just give him a call at 865-397-3540.
Traveling down the road in search of bucks, bass, and beards gives me plenty of time to reflect on the important things of life.
Hello, I'm John Walls with Retirement Solutions in Knoxville. If you want peace of mind, safety of principal, growth potential, security, and lifetime guarantees, give us a call. Our reward is helping people secure their financial future and live their dreams with a passion for service second to none.
Visit our website or give us a call at 865-247-OK. That's 247-6529.
So it's been a few days since the previous hunt there where I killed that bird. I'm itching to go with Clayton again. We got some days off together finally, and he calls me up and says, hey, let's go in the morning. We wake up, pouring rain, high winds. He calls me up and says, hey, come on over. We'll get some breakfast, watch a little TV, and just wait for the rain to stop so we don't ruin any more camera equipment. We've been known to break a few things here and there and kind of get in the doghouse a little bit, so we figured we'd keep Dad happy, not ruin any camera equipment, keep it in the dry. And so we ate a little breakfast, watched a little TV like we planned on doing. The rain finally quit, and so we jumped in the truck, and we're heading out to another spot to see if we can't get on some birds. Clayton knows these people. We've got permission to hunt their farms. We're going to try and sneak up through these cedars here and get over to the field they're in, try and call them in right over the hill. But we know there's two big longbirds in there. One of them's a dandy bird. We're going to get up in here and see if we can't make a movie star out of them, so hopefully it'll be quick. So we get these birds fired up, get through some thick cover above where these birds were in this big field, set up a few times here and there. Just we did not like the first few setups we had. Worked our way on around above where they were, and we found the perfect setup for these birds, and they're coming on a string. You trying to shoot the gobbler or what? Which one? Left.
Yeah, left. Strider bird. He's close enough with it.
Do it.
Wait, now wait. I'm on the strider. I'm on both that if you can kill one when you take those, you just kill one.
Do it.
We're all right, just don't panic. I'm on that front bird, one in front. Just kill him when you want to. When you get a good shot, just kill him. Wait. I'm ready when you're ready. I'm on it. That front bird.
You on it?
Yeah, I'm on it. Just take your time. Pop you one in there. Pop it in. Good gracious. Oh, let him roll. He's rolling towards the truck. You can't count us out. I don't care if it is raining. Oh, man.
Great day.
Great day. What a turkey.
Some of the prettiest birds I've ever seen, Clayton.
Gosh, they are, ain't they?
We're white at the base. There's something there.
Wow, that's beautiful right there.
Some of the prettiest birds I've ever seen.
Oh, them hook spurs, them big old spurs.
The beard.
Man, oh man, what a turkey, Dustin. You killed a house there, I'm telling you. That's a wall. That's one to ride
He
home.
wasn't the strutter. We'll try and kill the strutter, 'cause usually the strutter's a dominant bird. He got up through here, got to looking at their beards. He was just big, thick beard. The other one wasn't as thick. They're both good birds. And luckily he gave us a shot. And that's some of the prettiest birds I've ever seen. Just a beautiful, beautiful turkey. I'm gonna notch my tag, clean some of the dirt off, what you can see. We were dug in like a couple mud daubers. But we do whatever it takes, and we had a blast. So Clayton and I had a great end to it, just an absolute incredible hunt that morning. Things just worked out. God blessed us to where those two turkeys came right on in and we got the kill. Clayton did another great job on the camera. He's a couple weeks ago caught a lot of flack from Fess about his camera work, but I cannot complain one bit. As you can see, the footage was just great, and I'm fortunate to have those guys to hunt with and film for me and everything. And I appreciate it, Clayton, for going with me. You're welcome to go film for me anytime you want to. So thank you very much.
Hey folks, stay tuned. There's more big buck action right after these fine words from our sponsors. 3B Outdoors, sponsored in part by Canaan, ultimate UV protection and unmatched clarity. Tenzing, outdoor gear. Legends live over the next ridge. Luminoc, lighted arrow knob. Rage, slip cam broadhead. Watson Airlock. Field Logic, Glendale full rut. Plano, tackle systems. Mycroft Media and Express Signs, national large format printing projects and fast local needs. Big Dog Muzzleloader by Performance Gunworks.
So you've worked hard. You've got that property that you've always dreamed of, and you've built that home that you've always dreamed of. There's just a little touch missing. You need a fence, something to accent the property and secure your livestock. You don't want just any fence, you want the best fence available. Call Brown's Custom Fencing, 423-235-7400 or 1-800-249-6274. That's Brown's Custom Fencing.
Hey, I'm Freddie Neely from 3B Outdoors. For the last 7 years, I've shot a spot hog sight. It's the most durable, dependable, rugged sight that I've ever come in contact with. After several states and several critters later, I'm still greedy. So if you want to get greedy, go give Josh Johnson from Spot Hog a call. Tell him 3B Outdoor Boys sent you. Or better yet, go to spothog.com and order all their products.
Hunting is a tradition that has been in our family for decades. We started this business several years ago with one goal, to get people into the sport that we are so passionate about. Conkey's has everything you need before you hit the woods. Look into our Garmin Astro tracking collars along with dozens of accessories and custom-built antennas to give you the edge while dog hunting. Check out our custom dog boxes, each uniquely designed to fit your needs. Don't be left in the dark. The Ball Slide is another great product, which can be found on our website. So check us out online at conkeys.outdoors.com. Welcome to the family.
November is here, and that means one thing, the rut. It's my favorite time of the year to deer hunt, and there's no better place to do it than up in Ohio and Kentucky with Richie. The hunt coming up, you're going to hear some stuff that not many people ever get to experience in the woods when they're hunting, much less catch it on film. And yeah, I said hear. Deer aren't very vocal animals, but some of the stuff that we were able to experience was just truly a blessing. May not ever get to experience again. So keep your ears tuned in here, and don't snooze on it, you might miss it. So the weather's been warm, hadn't really cooperated with us so far. We've been seeing some smaller deer, some smaller bucks, some turkeys, stuff like that. But none of the big boys were on their feet yet until this morning when I was filming Richie. It was around 20 degrees, and we finally started seeing some good deer, the caliber of bucks that we were after. We caught a glimpse this morning of the kind of buck that we were after, just a giant buck. Saw one side of his rack for a split second, and didn't have a stand up there where he was running through and making these scrapes and rubs and everything. So we get up in there and do a little scouting, and finally find this cedar tree to hang a stand in about 50 to 75 yards up the ridge where we're hunting. And climb the cedar tree, cut out some limbs, some shooting lanes, get a couple of stands hung, and get ready to hunt that evening.
Can you see better down through there?
Yeah.
Get the bag at night.
The evening hunt turned out to be a bust. We just saw a small spike. Gonna be cold again the next morning, so we get up early, get in there. We're not in there long, and the action really starts to heat up. Didn't have time to get cold or anything. Sitting there and said, "Hey Richie, I think I hear something down in the holler here running." And sure enough, hear some deer running, hear some grunting, more than one buck on this doe. They come right to the base of our tree, and this buck is enormous. I'm all tore up. Richie's tore up. He's right at the base of our tree, and he's getting ready to put on a show for you. Man, did you hear that? That was absolutely the coolest thing I've ever had happen to me while I was hunting in the woods. Just a deer snort wheezing, grunting, throwing that snort wheeze in right behind it. We were torqued, and this buck did it right at the base of the tree we were in. It's not like he was out in the open field. We were right there, right above him to hear it. He doesn't have a clue we're in the world. He's right out there, and we just need him to take a few more steps. You might be wondering why the hunt has come to an abrupt halt. Shot this big buck after he put on a show. We're hooting and hollering and high-fiving in the tree, and went back to review the footage to look at the shot placement. Great shot placement. Got caught up in the moment, forgot to go back forward on the tape to the end of it, and accidentally taped over it. But Richie accidentally made a mistake. We've all been there if you've done this long enough as we have, and we're going to get on the blood trail and see if we can't find this deer.
I feel a lot better now. Found some blood, still haven't found the arrow though, so we're gonna go right to the edge here and just look. We're not gonna push this deer. We're just gonna look and see if he's down here, so we're just gonna go right up here and look and see. I don't know, I'd like to find the arrow.
Under my tree stand. Right there's my stand.
It's right near.
Right there.
It's right below it. Come on.
In the road?
He's not quite to the road. I saw his rack. Just come on. He's in the road.
He's dead.
He's a 10.
Oh my lordy.
Here he is. He's a stud. Definitely my biggest deer. Man, he's got mass, real heavy. He's been shredding trees here. He's got a lot of character to him. He's a big 9-pointer. I owe it to Richie this week. We've swapped out every day. One hunt one day, one film the next. It's been hot earlier in the week. Rut really just kicked in yesterday when the weather finally cooled off a little bit. It's cold this morning. Saw a lot of chasing this morning. It's just been an awesome morning. Richie just went and found my arrow here.
I don't see how I kept him passing through.
No.
It was a good shot.
Carried it almost the whole way down here.
Rage done the job.
That is exactly why we shoot the Rage right there. I was worried about the shot, but we got down there, saw some good blood. And
70 yards straight downhill.
Yeah, just like he was a gift. The Lord definitely blessed us today. Can't think of anything greater than riding home with this big stud in the back of the truck. Thanks again, dude.
Had to bring it down to the wire, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's making me worried.
Chance, so I appreciate you letting me come up and stay with you. And
I had a great time. I enjoyed it.
What kind of track job we like, ain't it? It can't beat it. Love it when a plan comes together.
This rut hunt started out kind of slow, but boy, it sped up in a hurry. It was the last day down to the wire, last hunt. I went home right after this. I've always wanted to shoot a big buck like this. It was the best buck I've killed, and best of all, I got to do it 7 yards with my bow. So thank you very much, Richie, for taking me hunting with me, filming, letting me film for you. Thank you, Kelly, for cooking for us, letting me stay there in your house, and Dalton for putting up with me while I was there and me harassing you. But I had a great time with you, and one of the best hunts I've ever been on in my life, and I don't know how I'm going to top it from here on out.
Wow, what a great show. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did bringing it to you. How about Dustin Light? You know, whenever he gets a chance to get in front of a camera, he seems to make things happen. You know, running and gunning and all that fancy calling up there in Southwest Virginia. Then how about Ohio? Him and Richie Mason up there, middle of the rut, those bucks grunting, snort wheezing. It doesn't get much better than that. Well, we're about out of time again this week, folks. Join us again next week, where Nathan's going to have you somewhere on a lake jugging for catfish. I'm Freddie Neely, and we're 3B Outdoors Television. Thanks for watching.